Every war produces tools that are forgotten as soon as peace returns, but hidden inside those tools are lessons still valuable today. During the Second World War, thousands of pilots flew dangerous missions, often knowing that if their plane went down, they would be stranded in hostile territory with little chance of rescue. The military understood this risk and created a small pouch that every pilot carried, a survival kit condensed into something small enough to fit under a seat or in a pocket, yet designed to sustain life until help could arrive. Few outside the military have ever seen the contents of these pouches, and even fewer have studied how effective they truly were. Looking closely at them is not only a window into wartime ingenuity, but also a guide to resourcefulness that modern survivalists can still apply today. The survival pouch was designed for extreme minimalism. Unlike soldiers on the ground, pilots had no room for bulky gear. Space inside cockpits was already limited, so everything included had to be compact, durable, and multifunctional. The pouch usually measured only a few inches across, weighing under 2 pounds, but its contents could mean the difference between life and death. Instead of packing bulk, the military focused on versatility. Every single object inside had at least 2 or 3 uses, and this minimalist philosophy is something modern preppers often overlook. For example, one standard pouch might contain a small fishing line and hooks. On the surface, it was only for catching fish, but hooks could also be bent into makeshift sewing needles, or even used to secure gear in place. The same went for a razor blade. It was for cutting, shaving, or scraping, but in survival hands it could strike sparks off flint or reflect sunlight as a signal. These small but multifunctional items show that survival doesn't always depend on carrying more, but on carrying smarter. The essentials inside reflected real dangers pilots faced. The kit was carefully built around the actual scenarios downed pilots might encounter. If a plane went down over the sea, water collection and signalling were critical. Over land, food and navigation mattered more. So a typical pouch contained waterproof matches sealed in wax, concentrated food tablets, water purification tablets, a silk map of enemy territory, a compass small enough to be hidden in a button, and sometimes even a tiny saw blade that could cut through wood or light metal. The silk maps are especially noteworthy. Unlike paper, silk didn't tear easily, it didn't get ruined by water, and it could be folded tightly into almost no space. Pilots could use them to plan an escape route, trade with locals, or in desperate cases, even wrap wounds. The principle here is one modern survivalists should note: always choose materials that hold up under rough conditions. Cotton or paper may seem practical at first, but silk and other durable textiles last longer when every ounce matters. Food and water strategies inside the kit reveal practical lessons. While no pouch could carry enough rations for weeks, what they contained was just enough to buy time. Concentrated food tablets, often made from compressed chocolate or oat mixtures, provided high calories in tiny form. Salt tablets were also included, especially for those stranded at sea, to prevent dangerous imbalances from dehydration. The real innovation, however, was water purification. Small iodine tablets could turn contaminated water into something drinkable in minutes, an idea that remains in use today by hikers and soldiers alike. for modern gardeners and homesteaders, these lessons still matter. If you know how to concentrate calories in a lightweight form, you can prepare for emergencies without carrying bulky rations. If you understand how to purify water quickly, you can adapt almost any environment for survival. For those wanting to replicate the principle today, keeping iodine tablets in your outdoor kit or even making your own concentrated food bars from oats and honey can give you the same edge that World War II pilots relied on. One overlooked part of the survival pouch was signalling. A small mirror was often included, not as a vanity item, but as one of the most effective ways to catch attention from rescuers miles away. Some kits had tiny flares or whistles that could be hidden in clothing. Escape tools were disguised, compasses in buttons, saws folded into cards, and even hidden lockpicks. The military knew that if a pilot was captured, open tools would be taken, so they hid them in plain sight. This ingenuity holds a timeless lesson. Concealment can be as important as function. For modern survivalists, it's a reminder that redundancy matters. Don't just carry a compass. Know how to sew one into your gear. Don't just rely on a knife. Have backup blades or improvised options tucked away. The World War II survival pouch teaches that survival is often about what you can hide until you need it most. Studying the World War II pilot's pouch isn't just about nostalgia. It shows how resourcefulness thrives under limits. Every gardener who has had to improvise with limited tools, every outdoorsman who has had to make do with a half-packed bag, understands the value of simplicity. What the military achieved with a pouch weighing under 2 pounds is still unmatched in efficiency. By focusing on multi-purpose tools, durable materials, and essentials over luxury, they created a blueprint for survival that modern preppers can still apply. The World War II pilot's survival pouch is one of the least discussed but most ingenious tools of the war. It carried the bare minimum but delivered maximum effectiveness in the harshest conditions. Its lessons remain powerful today. Carry less, think smarter, and prepare for the environment you're most likely to face. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a survivalist, or someone building their own emergency kit, there's a lot to learn from this forgotten piece of wartime design. If you value uncovering these hidden survival secrets from history, make sure to subscribe to In the Beginning and share this with fellow history buffs who appreciate practical lessons drawn from the past.